This PowerPoint video is on Water Properties Part 1. Water is essential to all living things. Earth is the only planet known to have water that can exist in all three states: solid, liquid, and gas. About 75% of the Earth's surface is covered with water. Most of this water is liquid, but you can also find water in the atmosphere as water vapor and frozen water in glaciers. Water plays an important role in many of Earth's cycles, but it also makes up most of an organism. Organisms are mostly made up of water. Water is made up of one oxygen atom and two hydrogen atoms that are covalently bonded together. Oxygen has 6 valence electrons. Remember, valence electrons are the electrons in the outer shell. Hydrogen has 1 valence electron. Oxygen and 2 hydrogens will share these electrons to form a full outer shell. Oxygen is more electronegative than hydrogen. This means it has a greater pull on the electrons. Since the electrons are closer to the oxygen becomes more negative and the hydrogens become more positive. This forms a polar molecule. Water has a negative end and a positive end. Since the water molecule has 2 polar ends, it is attracted to other polar molecules. The bond between 2 water molecules is a hydrogen bond. Notice how the positive hydrogen end of one water molecule is attracted to the negative oxygen of another water molecule. These hydrogen bonds make cohesion possible. This refers to water molecules binding to other water molecules. Cohesion is what allows water to move up in plants. Adhesion is another property made possible by hydrogen bonds. This occurs when water molecules bind to something other than water. In this example, salt, NaCl, has been added to a beaker of water. The water binds to the chlorine and the sodium, dissolving the salt. Surface tension is due to the hydrogen bonding of water molecules on the surface of a body of water. Not only is water an important part of living things, it is needed to help regulate the Earth's temperature. Due to the hydrogen bonds, it takes a lot of energy to heat up water and to cool water off. In order to heat water up, 4 hydrogen bonds must be broken. Due to this property, the Earth's temperature stays relatively the same. The water helps to maintain this temperature. Think about the desert. During the day, the desert becomes very hot, but at nighttime, the desert becomes cold. This is because there is no water to help hold on to the heat at night. Typically, when substances freeze, they condense and become heavier. Water, however, does the opposite. It expands when it freezes. Again, this is all due to hydrogen bonds. During winter months, ponds and lakes will freeze from the top down. Because the ice expands, it floats. This allows life to still flourish underneath the ice. One last property of water is evaporative cooling. When someone sweats, the water will evaporate and cool the skin in the process. In order for evaporation to occur, it requires energy to break those hydrogen bonds. The energy comes from your body, cooling you off.